Okay. You may recall a while back, uh, I talked about this critical voice in your head, the one that tells you how much you suck. I call this voice the judge. Now, there's nothing special about you. Everybody has the judge, but not only does this voice tell you that you're stupid or incapable or unworthy of love, it also judges other people. Your boss is an idiot. Your client is ridiculous. That driver is an asshat. And to top it off, the judge judges everything around you. And you end up hearing this message like, I'll be happy when I find a girlfriend, or life will finally be better when I hit that lottery. Now, if we only had that one voice in our heads, fighting back at the judge would be relatively easy. Just be us against the judge. But the judge doesn't fight fair. The judge has this gang of accomplice saboteurs, and one of them is the Restless. This is Mental Fitness Fridays. I'm Larry McInnes, and you are awesome. So let's do a deep dive to see if you recognize this restless saboteur, either in yourself or someone you know. Now, I'm willing to bet that you know someone who is constantly busy, on the lookout for greater excitement, and not really happy until they find it. Or maybe that's you. And maybe this restlessness is a strategy to escape that yucky, feely, and anxiety stuff that in life that you'd rather not deal with. Well, that's the restless saboteur in your head. So, who is the saboteur? Well, the restless is easily distracted and gets too scattered. The restless, either on purpose or by accident, stays busy, spinning too many plates, taking on too many tasks. And because a lot of different things get the restless excited, so more spinning plates mean more stimulation. And this also means less space and less time for those icky emotions and feelings. Now, remember, the restless saboteur wants you to think it is you taking on these more tasks and more spinning plates. The restless is not you, but it is pulling the levers in your brain. Now, how do I know the restless is running your show? Because I know your greatest natural strengths. You're a high energy person with lots of vitality. You're open and curious about new ideas, and you're spontaneous when it comes to making a decision. Your enthusiasm and appreciation of life is contagious. You're extremely productive and creative. And you can be interested in just about anything and capable in all that stuff. So, which is pretty sweet, right? There's nothing wrong with any of that. So what's the problem? Well, the problem is that the restless turns your greatest strengths into your greatest weaknesses by abusing them or overusing them. The restless makes you easily distracted, and you just get too scattered. And you stay busy juggling too many jobs and plans. But then the excitement of the stimulation starts to lose its luster and can stop being so fulfilling. And the next big thing has got to be more exciting, right? Well, then these negative feelings start to sneak in, and man, they suck. You have to shift your attention to something exciting and soon. And if you look around, you'll wonder, where'd everybody go? Why can't anyone keep up with you? You start to get a little impatient. FOMO sets in. You suspect you're missing out on other experiences that are better than the ones you've got right now. There's got to be more options, right? And you'd better find that new thing soon before you start noticing these yucky feelings. And you tell yourself, life is short. It has to be lived to the max. You don't want to miss out. on anything. And spending any time on unpleasant feelings is a waste of life. Now, this kind of mindset can lead to some pretty serious anxiety that lies underneath that surface of fun and excitement. And no way do you want to deal with any emotions because, like I've been saying, they suck. But avoiding emotions can also mean avoiding relationships that really matter. This intense restlessness can bring on frenzy and chaos that people can have a tough time keeping up with. Now, people may want to be with you, but it's just too difficult to build any kind of relationship with you. So, where is all of this coming from? Well, the restless is a strategy uh, to find constant new sources of excitement and pleasure and self nurturing. And maybe this is connected to early life experiences with parents who didn't know how to care for their kids. Maybe the restless saboteur was a substitute for that missing care. Or maybe that strategy was also an escape from the anxiety and pain of the lack of love. Maybe. But you can only blame your parents so long. You got to remember also, this restless was already genetically and evolutionarily pre-wired in your brain. Childhood conditions or events may have been the trigger the restless needed, but the restless was going to show up anyway. Now, I want you to remember that you have these natural strengths. You have lots of energy and vitality. You're open and curious to new things. Your enthusiasm and appreciation for life is contagious, and people love it. Now, the restless has turned those strengths into weaknesses. And I'm going to get into how to take back those strengths in just a second. Hi, guys. I'm Larry, and you are awesome. I want to share with you that I wrote an ebook, and it is now officially available. It's called Become Awesome with Science. It ties everything together that I've been talking about in one tidy package. And it explains how we forgot that we're awesome, the ways we sabotage our best efforts to live the lives we want, and how to rediscover our true awesome selves. And this is a way to boost one's peak performance, strengthens one's relationships, and improve one's mental well-being. If you'd like to purchase a copy, just tap a link in my bio or go to LarryMcInnes.com and head over to the shop tab. And with that, have an awesome day. Okay. All right. So, how do we take back the strength from the restless? Well, by moving from saboteur mode to sage mode. And fortunately for us, not only do we have these saboteurs in our head, we also have an inner wise one, this inner sage. And the sage operates with empathy and curiosity, creativity, direction, and laser focused action. Now, you can keep your strengths, but you want to put them in the sage's hands. And here's how we're going to do it. When you're feeling restless, stop. When you're feeling negative emotions, stop. Now, this restless strategy is to use busyness as a distraction and escape from dealing with pain and anxiety and yucky emotions. And as painful as it sounds, it's important to stop, acknowledge those feelings, and then feel them in your body. So let's do a little mini meditation on your emotions and where in the body you're feeling them. And so for the next 30 seconds, rub two fingertips together with such fine attention that you can feel the fingertip ridges. Longest 30 seconds ever, right? Well, any negative emotions that you've been feeling get toned down just a bit by moving you out of your head and into your body. And then finally, reconsider this whole multitasking thing. Science has found that multitaskers are terrible at every aspect of multitasking. They're terrible at ignoring irrelevant information. They're terrible at keeping information in their heads nicely and neatly organized. And they're terrible at switching from one task to another. All the more reason to spin just one plate. And with that, I'll see you next week at this time on Mental Fitness Fridays.